Hi. This is a new recording. Army Single Face Industry Acquisition Business Website serving the U.S. Army acquisition community. The Army Single Face Industry, ASFI, Government Users Bid Response System Guide, the BRS, the Bid Response System. Updated September 2013. Send questions to usarmy.redstone.acac- mbxhq at mbx.hqacc-asfi at mail.mil. Your table of contents, introduction, notification of bid and submissions, assessing vendors' responses, views of vendor bids, grant access to view of the vendor's bids and solicitation requirements. Introduction. The guide is intended to the American for Army contracting personnel. It provides instruction for the use of the government personnel. Features the Army Single Face to Industry Bid Response System, the BRS. The information on the vendor's bid response system features refer to the BRS user guide, which is the user guide. Available at acquisitionarmy.mil-asifi-asfi-faq. The ASFI uses the term the off-bidder, but the terms are not meant to reflect the regulatory language or guidance. The term offer or bid is used to industry to have a basis for submitting a response to a solicitation. A Army single-faced industrial acquisition business bid response system feature allows vendors to place bids electronically, notifies solicitation owners each time a bid is placed, lets the solicitation owner view the submitted bids, allows the solicitation owner to grant bid access to other contracting personnel. All solicitation eligible online responses will display the starter offer bid button on the solicitation view page. The solicitation does not allow online responses as a message is displayed as indicated this. The major solicitation displays on the ASFI allows the online response. If the solicitation does not allow an online response, it usually is because of one of the following reasons. The solicitation point of contact is not registered and approved for posting solicitations or synopsis in the Army Single Face Industrial Acquisition website application. The solicitation has been canceled. The solicitation of the draft is the solicitation is a draft solicitation. If you have a solicitation that does not allow an online response, but you believe that it should, please contact the Army Single Face Industrial Team, usarmy.redstone-accmbx-hq-cc-asifi that mil for assistance. The page is an example of a solicitation posted by the Army Single Face Industrial where the online responses are supported. Here is a certain solicitation view of Ashley Fingerson's ASFI testing contracting site, with the attachments uploading solicitation files. Start or offer bid. The page example solicitation posted by the Army Single Face Industrial where the online responses are not supported. It shows you once again, it gives you the solicitation review. And the solicitation cannot be bid on utilizing the ASFI bidding capability. Review the solicitation, contact the contracting specialist listed above, and alternate means of the bidding for the solicitation. All right, notification of a bid submission. Upon successful submission of a vendor, the Army Single Face Industrial generates an email, individual, or group account identified by the solicitation. The Army Single Face Industrial site per point of contact is copied on this email. Below is an example of the email. A response to solicitation of the number AS whatever with the 4 digits has been submitted with the VA Army Single Face Industrial, the 13-digit number with the 4 number. Numeric is submitted to the Army Single Face Industrial Industry at this acquisition website, and is assigned a price quote of the reference number with the reference number yada yada yada. In this response, a copy of the vendor submission is available for the reviewing, of the downloading, and the printing of the acquisitionarmy.mil/ASV/government personnel main CFM. Under the bid evaluation management link, the encouraged access to the response to the Army Single Face Industrial. Solicitation was issued citing a group account and email address. In lieu of the individual specialist as an individual assigned to the group account have access to the vendor response. And access required for the only other personnel within the contracting office may not grant access for rights otherwise otherwise online sites. Point of otherwise on this site only this site of the point of contact is in the CC address line of the email. The recipient of this of the email has to be access of the vendor offer bid. Failure to obtain the vendor offer from the Army single phase industry may result in a protest against the solicitation. The vendor provided the following contact information: the company name, the contact name, the phone number, and the email address, and thank you, the ASFI team. acquisitionarmy.mils.asfi. Accessing vendor responses. Indicating a sample email, only the contracting specialist contracting office named in the solicitation for the individuals assigned to the group account if the solicitation was issued under the group account, along with the site of the person of contact, have access to the vendor's response to the Army Single Phase Industrial Acquisition Business website. To access the vendor response of the user URL provided the email, go directly to the Army Single Phase Industrial homepage, selected the ASFI government personnel. On the next page, the bidding evaluation management is on the can be found here as in the ASFI combined synopsis and solicitations. I believe it's moving on. The bidding evaluation management, which is on the evaluation award processing team site. It's bidding evaluation management. If presented with the Department of Defense certificate, on the next page you have two options related to the vendor bids. View the vendor bids, assign privileges to the view vendor bids. Assign single phase industrial acquisition business website with the industrial registered area. You have the following options. You change the AKO password to remodify personal information, ORC, grant, Denver, deny user privilege, delete user privileges, view vendor bids, and assign privileges to view vendor bids. Manage group email accounts and group mails accounts, solicitation question and answers, government registration. But right now we're going to zero on view vendor bids and assign privileges, view vendor bids. Viewing a vendor bid. These pages list the response in which you have been granted access either the contract special contracting as a member of the group account as the Army Single Phase Industrial point of contact for the contracting office of the post. The solicitation list is limited to the bids submitted on the solicitation that have been closed for 60 days. These are been closed bids. The offer bid evaluation page displays the solicitation amendment number, the contracting specialist, the contracting officer name, solicitation date of the name of the vendor, submission price, quote, the bid summary, the bid attachment, if previously reviewed, the username of the last reviewer. The page allows you to sort offer bid of the bid submitted date by solicitation number, and page allows you to restrict the filter to list the specific solicitation number. So if you got like your old ones, and then you can modify them by bid submitted date and by restriction specific solicitation number. Click the solicitation number to review the bid abstract in Excel. For instance, this will show the abstracts bidding, price quote, amendment, attachments included, claim pricing, uploaded bid information, a company name, and a cage code. Check the bid summary PDF link to open the bid summary. Army Single Phase Industrial Electronic Bid Response, a solicitation at AFI at WSJRT 011001 with the 1 is an amendment. This is the contract data, the price quote, the bid submission date, and your name, phone number, email, DUNS, DUM number, 4, and the cage code, and the SAMS, company name, company address, exclusion status per SAMS record, and no activity exclusion existed at the time that the bid was placed. Click the Reset Reps and search MD PDF to view the vendor representation clerk certificate PDF if it has been established a vendor system award management system. Link below the attachment headline allowing you to open the files and vendor to the bid. Grant access to view vendor bids. You have the ability to grant access to vendors' response to solicitation to others with your contracting office. If your solicitation was issued under a group account, the individual requiring access to view the vendor response should be added to the applicable group account. To grant access, select Assign Privileges to view vendor bids. Link in the registered user area. Assign privileges to the view vendors, as in the single phase registered user area. Army Single Phase Industrial Acquisition website as in the current profile number, the acquisition email, com phone, DSN. No. The website and solicitation number you would like to assign with the privileges. The solicitation listed pages that were named in the contract. Special contracting officer solicitation vendor response have been submitted. The solicitation has no response, will not display. To grant access to other within the contracting office, select the applicable solicitation on the next page of the list that approve the use of the office. The solicitation is issued to the group account that needed to grant access to offers that assigned to the group account automatically have access to the vendor's response. This is the selected authorized bid reviewers. You have your available contract specialist with your authorized contract specialists. Give your authorization for these contract specialists. Give or remove or save. And to grant access, double-click on the available contracting specialist and select the name and click the Given Authorization button. To delete access privileges, do not click a name authorized contract specialist or select the name of the click Remove Authorization button. The solicitation requirements. The Army Single Phase Industry Acquisition website cannot determine proposal submission requirements as identified in each solicitation. As a result, the AS5 places the following statements in the file upload page that the vendors access. Note to the industry: the page is an uploaded file to represent the offer of the bid response to the move above the solicitation. Please refer to the solicitation involved submission requirements. If the electronic submission is authorized required, please proceed. If the electronic bid proposal submission is not authorized, details will be provided in the solicitation outline specific submission requirement. If the electronic bid proposal submission requires a not listed solicitation, if the question regarding the submission of an offer is in the responsible solicitation contact the contracting specialist named in the solicitation. In the additional proposal submission requirements set forth in the solicitation amendments, it is recommended that you provide the signed offer that include the provide reference of the price quote number that is signed up on your success submissions. At a minimum, your offer should identify the bidding with the exception expecting and bidding without expecting. Prompt payment net days. GSA Federal Supply Schedules information, price guarantee days, contracting line item numbers, quantity issues, item descriptions to identify the part number, if applicable, unit price, and delivery schedule terms of the freight on board. You are also encouraged to provide additional documentation supporting your offer and bid. This includes but not limited to the catalog, website, addresses, etc. If you establish your representative certification in System Award Management, the SAMS website at sams.gov, portal.public SAMS, if the information have retrieved associated with the offer and the bid automatically. And once again, that was the Army Single Phase Industrial Government User Bid Response Guide, updated September 2013.